Hello Frugal Force, once again this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty, and today I'm going to do something that's pretty cool, pretty interesting to get this opportunity, and that is I've got the opportunity to get ahead of the game here and review a game that is called Lightstep Chronicles. It's a dark sci-fi text-based adventure that's set in an alien vessel with a AI system that has the human captured. And how do I put it? I guess it was a routine mission, and Captain Phoenix Squad was abducted by this mysterious sci-fi based AI system. And so this game is more of a point and click reading episodic adventure. So there's a lot of text you read, you answer questions slow, sort of like a choose your own adventure. So this game is a sci-fi game, sort of a choose your own adventure type of game, all rolled in one. So those are two things I like. So I said, hey, let's check out this Lightstep Chronicles game, and that's exactly what I did. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about it. Alright, Frugal Force, so Lightstep Chronicles, as I said, is a dark kind of game. And I found a lot of positives and negatives about the game after playing it. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I haven't had time to play the game through in its entirety, so bear that in mind. Because, you know, it's coming out as of August 1st, so if you like what you see here, this is a game you might want to check out. So I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it. So first of all, I started the game up, and it starts with a really cool opener. It's a really action-packed opener that keeps me really interested right off the bat. I was like, oh, this looks really cool. Once again, this is a sci-fi game. On top of that, it's a text-based adventure, like a choose-your-own adventure, which is, you know, like a point-and-click, too, which is things I really tend to like. So why not? So I get into this game, and it starts with a little prelude here that gives you an introduction to it. And I will say it's a little slow on the uptake there. And then I get into the chapters. So I'm going to start by talking about the positives. Once again, the graphics I think look very good. Now I will say I had a little bit of trouble running it on my machine there. Originally I tried to do it on my retro machine that I use, which is an older computer that I use to play emulated games for games that I already bought, so that way my kids don't have to get into the discs and things and potentially scratch them, so I load them into there and have that. Well, it just wasn't powerful enough to play it, so I put it in my laptop I use these videos for, which is still not the most powerful computer. It's a Core i5, so I had to run it at the highest I could run it was on medium for graphical settings there, so bear that in mind. And so on top of that, since I was running on that, I wasn't able to screen capture it directly, so I had to put the video camera on the screen and record it that way. So the footage you're seeing here is not actually as good as the footage from the actual, how the resolution and everything the game can look. So I'm going to say that right off the bat, the game looks really good. The graphics are good, the presentation's good. I like the sci-fi imagery, the dark imagery in that. So that part really is good and gripping me. The music I found was quite interesting too, especially at the beginning of engrossing me, keeping me interesting. After that, of course, it can't be too upbeat and things because the situation is a lot of reading, so bear that in mind. So those are two great things. Unfortunately, the negatives for me, well, I thought the game was a little slow. And I like to read. I read a lot, and I like choose your own adventure kinds of things, but this just had a lot of text, and you click and they go through a lot more text, and it was just, the pacing of the game was slower than what I would like. So that part really got me there. That was probably my biggest quirk with the game. I didn't find it like super excited. I mean, a really good game, you know, you can't wait to pick it up and play it again. You're super excited to jump in. This one, I just didn't have that excitement. It's just like, okay, I'm going through it. I'm going through it. And I'm not saying it's a terrible game for that respect. I'm just saying I didn't find it as exciting as I was hoping for. So there's my quirk. Now, how would I improve the game? Since I said a negative there about it, what I would suggest is, and I know this is not easy, is get voice acting. Instead of just having the text there that you read, instead have it actually spoken. I think that would get the people more involved in the story. They hear the voices, and then when you select your choice of how you're going to respond, it'll speak that with the characters voicing too as well, just to add a little bit more gravitas to the title. Once again, I said the graphics were really cool and keeping me involved. It was a lot of text, and maybe it was the day, I don't know, but it didn't really grab me and grasp me in. So with that said, I think this is a good game if you're just wanting to chill out and relax and read, just scroll through it. It's not super intense or anything. It's just, you click and make those decisions, which once again I like. I like things like when I did it in The Walking Dead. I like the choose your own adventure books, so that part is fascinating to me. But it's just there was a lot to read before you got to respond and do much, and it just seems it was a little bit drawn out. The pacing just wasn't there for me. The graphical style and everything, though, I thought was on point and great. But that's my thoughts of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna pop in there again, and I'm gonna give it another go. I'm gonna play it a little farther and see if it picks up the pace. But so far, my review of it is it's an okay game. It's out on August 1st. If you want something that's not super high, fast-paced, if you just want something that's more relaxed and clicking and making choices and being methodical, this might be a great game for you. But if you're looking for something that's fast-paced, this is probably not going to be the right choice. But that's just me, not you. I'd love to hear if you check out this game in the comments what you think about this game as well. Once again, as I said, the graphics were great. I thought the music was very good. The stylisticness was good of that. And here's the thing I didn't talk about yet, and I think the plot is really good. That is one thing I do like about that. Your team gets captured, and for all you know, you might be the only one alive. And you're told by this AI that you have to do this in order to survive. And they need you, too, with this ship in order to get power and things like that. And so it's going to evolve off of that. But then the kicker is, and what makes it interesting, is after this AI talks to you, it goes to this other AI unit that it breaks in, if you will. And you'll see what I mean by that if you play any of the game. And it's saying, hey, don't listen to this AI. Whatever you do, don't do what it says to do. It's evil. It's killing people. It'll kill you if you do this. When you're done, it's just going to kill you anyway. So you're stuck trying to get out of this situation, but you're locked in this chair doing things for this thing to get out, knowing that potentially it's going to lead to your death anyway. So the storyline is really, really good. As I said, it might be a little slow and all that, but I will say the story seems very interesting. So once again, if you're not looking for something really fast-paced, you're looking for something a little more slow, relaxed, and methodical, this might be for you. If you're looking for something fast-paced, I wouldn't go to this one. I would try something else. But otherwise, I hope you check it out, and thank you for watching this video. Until next time, keep it frugal. Thanks for sticking with me through this. If you don't mind and you enjoy videos like this, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe, and even bigger, hit that notifications bell, because evidently that means a lot. Also, if you find yourself in the position that you can help the channel and you want to, you say, hey, I like this stuff. If you don't mind, go down to the info bar down below. We have a link for our Patreon, which you can join our Patreon for as little as $1 a month, which gets you special posts that are only for the patrons. So sometimes I do Frugal Force videos that are patron only, or special versions of videos. I also do random Frugal Force giveaways where I just take a random person out there with a random number generator. It selects who it is, and I send them stuff, whether it be games or comic books or both, whoever knows. And sometimes I even just ask you guys questions or shoot up a message, and I greatly appreciate you checking those out. Also, if you find that maybe that's not for you, you don't like Patreon, we have it in the info bar as well, a Streamlabs link there where you can click on that and just give a one-time donation, and that helps the channel. All those proceeds are going right back into the channel to help Little Frugal and I and his sister, the American Dream, my wonderful little girl, and our family continue to have fun doing this and sharing this with you. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you for all the ones who have stuck it out with me this long, and all the new ones that have joined on too. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it. And don't be afraid to leave a message in the comments section too. We love to read them. Alright, thanks, and until next time, keep it frugal.